Hello guys and welcome to episode 33 of Minecraft Feed the Beast Plum Labs. Today, a little bit of a special guest on the horizon. Good friend Liv, what the hell are you doing in my basement?
Why not?
So Liv, are you aware of what we've got planned for the episode? That'd probably be a good place to start.
A little bit aware.
A little bit aware.
I don't quite understand. I've only played.
Okay, so a little bit of a noob to the modding community. Would that be an accurate description of how to say it?
I think very newbie.
Okay, I think we'll go with new to the modding community. I think that'll probably be a better way of putting it. So I think what we're going to do today, guys, is upgrade this reactor. And Liv, I think you can help me with that. So currently, when we've got the quarry running, it absolutely obliterates our power usage. I mean, if I turn on the quarry, for example, if I turn on the reactor now, and I go turn on the quarry, look at our power. Like, the quarry absolutely obliterates our power usage. I'll give you a bit of context. So look at this is like the main battery of our power. Once the power drains at all the power lines, this guy should start rocketing down. He's not quite losing as much power as I'd hoped. And what if I turn the reactor off? This is going to be one of those things now, right? I tell you something, it's just not going to happen, is it? Until,
I mean, earlier it was right down on the bottom.
Yeah, but that was because I accidentally left the quarry running. So, for some reason, it's not going down as much as it has in previous episodes. But if I'm honest, it's a really big problem. I think you just have to take my word for it on this one. So, first things first, I think we need to make it a little bit bigger. So, would you mind breaking through it? Do you still have the pickaxe that I gave you?
I do still have this one.
Okay, just without breaking the controller, I think we can basically just go and smash our way into the reactor. So let me just go and drain this guy.
Okay.
Don't worry, this isn't one of those reactors where it blows up when you dismantle it or anything. It's not one of those reactors. Somehow I just feel like you don't believe me when I say that.
Okay, I did a thing and I don't. Oh.
What have you done? What have you done to my reactor?
Thoroughly messed it up.
What do you mean you messed it up? Did you break the controller?
I broke the glass.
Okay.
Couldn't get to place the block.
No, if I'm honest, I think that's fine. I think the reactor glass does come back when you break it, so it's not quite the end of the world. I'm just trying to think of how I'm going to set this guy up. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a bit of a plus sign setup. Does that sound like a plan?
I don't know what any of that means.
What do you don't know what it means?
I don't know what that means.
As if you don't know what that... Have you never played with big reactors before? Formerly known as...
Nope.
Well, no, I think it's big reactors formerly known as extreme reactors.
Nope.
Well, it's a pretty cool mod. I think... What are we missing for this reactor casing? Oh, we're missing the cores, aren't we? There we go. So I'm just going to go and craft up some items, and hopefully you should be able to help me craft this guy up. And why are you not working? Oh, there we go.
I think I was doing what you wanted to, it started going down now.
So I think what I'm basically going to need to do is, I'm tempted to say, should we make it one block wider, do you think? Rather than just longer? What if
Yeah.
Because the only thing is I don't want it to massively encroach on this room, and if I'm honest, I think the reactor's probably going to start encroaching into my grid power room. Not ideal, but if I'm honest, I don't think it's going to be too big of an issue. This problem is if it goes I can't go any further right because I've got this little corridor here. I'm just trying to think of the best way to have this guy. And I think if I go for the plus sign like this. I know one thing, people with big reactors, I don't think you'll know this because you've not really played much with a mod, but everyone goes, oh, you've got to go for like the grid pattern for the reactors. And I'm like, why? The grid... I watched a video where this guy basically proved that the crisscross method is not a good idea for reactor control rods. I feel like you're a physicist, so you'd probably know a bit more about this than I would.
I feel like you're making me think that my physics degree that I'm getting is like completely irrelevant. I don't understand what you're saying at the minute.
Yeah, of course it would. I'm sure like a degree in physics is related to Minecraft physics. Same thing, right?
I mean, probably in some way, shape or form. I mean,
I think the mod developer, I don't know, I want to say he probably tried to make it a little bit...
I don't know, it depends who the mod developer is.
Because I'm not sure, I'm not sure, I'm just going to guess, I don't know who actually developed the mod originally, but I know the mod was developed originally big reactors for 1.7.10, and the mod author was like, yeah, I'm not going to develop the mod anymore. But then someone else was like, "Yeah, I'll take it over." Hang on, I feel like I'm digging this room out one too far.
What was that? The exact conversation.
Wait, what?
Casually, like, yeah, I'll take it over. Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on, what am I doing? I feel like that's in the wrong position. Yep, that's in the wrong position. I've made my plus pattern in the wrong place. How much of a derp am I? Feel free to tell me on a scale of 1 to 10 how much of a derpy mistake that is.
200.
200. Wow, that's quite a big derpy mistake. Okay, that's where the reactor was, and the wall was there. So if I expand the reactor out to here, I feel like it's gonna have to go. Yeah, it's gonna have to go 1 block further. Oh, I did not mean to break my wall there. I feel like this is just gonna make an entire massive mess, but I think it's gonna be worth it.
Do you need this control rod? It's in my hand.
The control rod? Yes, the control rod. I'm going to make a bit of a plus pattern, and I think you'll probably be able to pick it up where I'm going to place it. I'm just trying to figure out where the centre of this reactor is going to be.
Right, well, I'm getting rid of this glass because it's annoying me.
Why are you getting rid of the glass? Needs to stay there.
Well, we can put it back up in a minute.
Oh, you and you need to break my glass. I don't even know what that means, but... Why? There we go. So I think if I make this... Okay, I'm one short, typical. I'm just trying to think where is the centre of this reactor at the minute. I'm pretty sure if that's the wall there, I'm pretty sure this guy's in the middle.
Oh, sugar.
So I just need to remember that's going to be the middle. I'm pretty sure this is the middle. So crisscross pattern, crisscross pattern.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, the middle.
Yeah.
Technically.
I believe that's the middle there where I've put it. Did you say you had a spare control rod?
I threw it at you.
Oh, you did, didn't you? I was just going to say, where the hell does this extra control rod come from?
I also have some resistor casing, I don't know why.
Some what casing?
Reactor casing.
Oh, your reactor casing. That's what the entire reactor's made out of. Or the main bulk of it. Okay, I can probably do is smelting some more coal, actually, into some graphite bars.
Does this need to go in between these? Don't care what's going on there.
Yeah, I think the reactor... All this is basically just going to be I think everything besides the front panel is just going to be reactor casing. So that's probably going to be the easiest thing to do. I think the most fun we're going to have is when we're going to have to start putting all the coolant back in. That's going to be the fun part.
Is that the water?
Oh no, I'm not using water this time. I'm using that, that resonant ender I was showing you earlier. That's meant to be a lot better than water for cooling your reactor down.
It could be used to throw me into the power grid.
Oh no, have I left my quarry running? No, the quarry's not running, but if I'm honest with... because that reactor's not on, look at how much power we're draining out of this thing. Look at the reactor now, we're down to 1.9 million. I'm not even sure what's using all that power. I think it's probably the fact we've got these furnaces running that are just eating all that power. But if you look at our capacitor bank over here, we are draining power really quite a lot. And the problem is if we run out of power, that's instant disaster. Because then we won't have any access to my items anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a pretty big disaster.
So we should probably get doing this a bit quickly.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Words aren't my strong suit today. What the frickety crap?
Why do you seem so confused by what I'm doing?
I don't understand.
Oh no, that's very, very bad. I think we might possibly be out of yellorium. Although you can use uranium actually. Do I have any? Why is uranium not working? Ah, there we go. That's for some. I really thought we was in for a disaster then because we'd run out of yellorium. That would be a massive disaster if we had. Just saying.
Just very awkward.
Yeah, because the problem is I wouldn't then be able to finish building this reactor. That would be very, very bad. Luckily, uranium can also be used as fuel, so it's not quite the end of the world, but... that's controller rods. I need to make these reactor core casings. In fact, I've made plenty of those. How many more of these guys can we make? Okay, I've made a stack of... In fact, would you mind doing me a favour and filling in the outside of... Besides this front panel, so in this kind of configuration over here. So would you mind just sort of going around there and filling that in with reactor casing?
Have you got some?
Yeah, I've just thrown it on the floor.
Where?
There, right in front of the reactor controller. And I think while you're doing that, I'm going to go and start working on the coolant measures. So I think I'm going to go for iron blocks around here, which seems like a sensible thing to have.
Doesn't need to go over the ceiling.
Yeah, it needs to cover the ceiling as well. So it needs to go. I think have I dug it out enough? I feel like, in fact, it's going to irritate me if I don't dig that out anyway. So I'm just going to dig that out. There we go. And the reactor glass. Do you have any reactor glass on you?
I've got 5 blocks.
Okay, I think I'm going to go and put this here. Here, so if I fill in... Okay, thank you.
I feel like I'm going to get people like coming at me because I'm the move.
I've just noticed one thing, actually. I don't think Have I... Wait a minute, wait. Hang on. I've realised I've derped a second. While I was building this, I completely forgot this guy needs to go up here. There needs to be another row. So, I believe we've got it around the other side, so it's not going to be an issue. Have we got one there? Okay. I think if we're missing one block, the entire multi-block fails. It is not a very forgiving structure.
I don't understand why it all fails, but...
It's because we didn't have any of the corner blocks in. Well, I think now I've started putting in the coolant blocks in, it's starting to get a little bit claustrophobic in there, not gonna lie. I think I've run out of reactor core casings.
I think oh.
What are we missing for... Are we missing... Ooh, this...
I'm out of them.
If I'm honest, I think I may have reached myself ever so slightly here, since the problem is we're now starting to run low on resources, and I'm not going to be able to fire up the quarry to get more resources until we have the reactor up and running. So I believe you're probably starting to see the dilemma of the problem here.
This is a predicament.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a predicament, not going to lie. I think if I'm... Oh, that is really frustrating. I've managed to get it all the way up to here, and I'm just shy of a little bit of gold. I'm almost tempted, so I might have to cut the cameras a second to do a little bit of mining. I'll see if I can get the quarry up and running, and just to see if we.
If you turn the quarry on, I'll watch the power bank.
It's gonna drain like crazy. If I'm honest, I almost feel like mining for gold is probably going to be the best bet here, since we are now completely.
But when we get to like 4 from the bottom, I'll shout and you can turn it off.
Well, I think what I am going to do though is just to speed things up. Is just go and quickly doing a little bit of mining off camera, just to kind of speed things up. And we'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, found in a little bit of gold. I think we just basically mined down in our quarry. Oh, wow, this is quite a big vein of gold actually. Nice find, Lev. I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty good find. Oh, some gold just fell down to the bedrock. Now, because of my pulverizing system, luckily we can double the amount of gold we've got per ore. So normally, like I think I've got 9 bars on me, because I can just pulverize it straight up. I can essentially double that and turn that into 18 bars. How cool is that?
You need another block. I have a block of gold.
Okay, no worries. I think I'll just wait for you to get back in the base. Okay, so just go and stick it in this pulverizer, and then it'll automatically convert it into what we need. So if I look up reactor, do I know enough stuff to make reactor cores? Let's see. Reactor casing, reactor cores, and you are a couple of gold ingots. Yes. They live. I believe the reactor. If I turn this into reactor glass, do we have enough glass? I really hope we do.
Just eat XP.
Oh, what? Can you eat XP? I think there's some XP that you can eat called solidified experience. Well,
yeah, I just had some.
Yeah, I think you get it from killing mobs. Why are you complaining? Stone is not valid for reactor's exterior. Somehow we've managed to bodge up the exterior because it's complaining it's got some stone somewhere. I feel like here's something you've probably not seen before. What I'm gonna do is to investigate the problem. I'm gonna go turn into a butterfly. Look at this.
What the?
Morph's installed. Morph, I must admit, one of my favourite mods. Now, where are you? I feel like it's going to be one of these corner blocks. It's going to be causing the problem. No. So all of this is fine, out here at least. what I might do is go check out the coordinates. So what coordinates does it say? I'm tempted to troubleshoot this off camera, actually. Yeah, I think I'm going to go troubleshoot this off camera, guys. Since Infamous probably isn't going to be the most interesting thing. It's definitely X coordinate wise. It is. Yeah, I'm going to go troubleshoot this off camera, guys. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys, a little bit of troubleshooting later. Turns out there were some floor blocks as well we're missing because we kind of derped just a little bit. So I feel like now this reactor's going to work. Are you going to work? Not if I place a reactor glass there, it won't. Are you going to work? Nope, it's still complaining. I felt like that was going to be about the grand opening then. Now it's complaining air. Air is not. So minus 95. Yeah, I feel like this is going to. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut the video, guys, and we'll hopefully have fixed the problem. Okay, guys, reactor's now formed. Admittedly, we haven't got quite enough fuel in the core for it to function at max productivity, but that's not the main concern. Now what I'm going to have to do is probably do the most awkward bit, and that's going to fill it with resonant ender. Do you fancy doing this level, or do you think I should do it?
What's the best way to do it?
Basically, all I need to do is just kind of... Hang on, I've just noticed one thing. We've built this reactor's kind of not very symmetrical. If you come up the back, there's a considerable amount of empty space at the back. It's fine. Yeah, I think I'll just live with it. Let's see. Am I gonna have enough resonant ender? That's gonna be the question. I don't feel like I'm gonna have enough. Oh, I'm getting. I've just been teleported. Yeah, I've just been teleported. Where has it teleported me? Oh, it's teleported me above the. Okay, yeah, there you go. Hello. Yeah, that's the danger of using this resonant ender. Using resonant ender, there's a very high risk of getting teleported.
You just gotta be quick.
Basically, yeah. Let's see. Oh.
You've got enough.
I really do hope I've got enough. I'm gonna have to break this to try and get through.
I've got a question. Does it teleport block?
Yes, it's teleporting those reactor casings, I think, or it's at least trying to. Okay, I don't have enough on me, but I believe I do have some more in this, what do we call it? Fluid transposer. So how much more do I have in here? Yeah, I've got a little bit more in there. So I've got a little bit of backup resonant ender in there. It doesn't matter if it's like 100% perfect, I don't think, but,
Oh, it's one block off being perfect.
Let's see, I think if I do that, there we go. I mean, you can't really... I mean, I can't see the reactor on this texture pack, but if I turn this guy on, that hopefully should be pretty efficient, I want to say. If I'm honest, I think compared to what we were doing before, that is a massively much more efficient setup than what we had going.
I mean, we're charging.
Yeah, I think that is now producing 2 point something... Let's see, it's still going up. So we've not even, like, fully filled up the fuel yet. We're only running at 45% total fuel, but I think that was. So I think this is going to produce about 6 times as much power as what the previous one was. How cool is that?
That is an awful lot. I will admit.
Yeah, I think. Look at I'm actually amazed at how quickly this guy's filling up. I think what should I?
Finish Orion.
I think I could probably do with. Can uranium ore be pulverized? I don't know if it can or not. Oh, it can be pulverized. I did not think uranium ore could be pulverized. That is kind of neat to know, because I believe uranium ore can be used in place of yellorium in the fuel tank. Yeah, there we go. So now we're generating even more power. So yep, we've completely filled up the power. And yep, there we go. So if I'm honest, Liv, I think that is a job well done for power, at least.
I think it is.
That is a massive. That's honestly a massive accomplishment, given that our base is now producing a crap ton of power. It doesn't alleviate the fact that our wiring, or the wiring, is a complete and utter mess, considering we're using like wiring, like flux tubes that aren't quite cutting the mustard anymore. I mean, these hardened ones are cool, but the leadstone ones we've got are absolutely terrible and not like transferring anywhere near enough power from what our demands are. So I think it's especially noticeable at the factory. Like when that factory gets going, it's a massive pain. Okay, guys, so I think we're basically just hitting the 20-minute mark, sort of usual wrapping up point for the episode. Good bit of progress. Reactor's now a lot more upgraded, producing a hell of a lot more power than the previous one did. And quite a bit more efficient, I believe, than the previous one as well, actually. Now we've got all this resonant ender fuel. We're probably going to get cryothium in there at some point. But if I'm honest, I don't think we're gonna need to upgrade this guy anytime soon. So thank you for watching. I've been Potent Plum.
I've been Liv.
Hope you've enjoyed the episode, guys.
Built a